equal x minus 3 all raised to the power 2 plus y plus 2 all raised to the power 2 is equal to 25. There was a question that went to Mfantisipim school. After this preamble, they were to give the equation after a reflection in the x-axis. They gave the expression x minus 3 squared plus the expression, is it negative y plus 2 squared is equal to 25. And I didn't give them the point. I passed it on for a bonus. That should have been right. Who answered the bonus? Okay. Okay, so you get your 4 points and we withdraw the bonus. Okay. Got it? So there are different ways of expressing it. Because of the squared, that is fine. At the end of the first round, Ghana National College has 16 points. Adisadel College has 23 points. Mfantisipim School has 24 points. We have a long way to go, 4 more rounds. Round 2. This round is also known as a speed race. The questions in the round are directed to all 3 schools simultaneously. For an opportunity to answer a question, you must ring for it. May I hear your bell, Ghana National College? Thank you. Yours, Mfantisipim School. Thank you. And yours, Adisadel College. All right. First attempt, 3 points. On the second attempt, 2 points. On the third attempt, 1 point. Be careful though, because if you attempt to answer a question and you are unsuccessful, you lose a precious point. For questions requiring calculations, you have a maximum of 30 seconds to present your answer. If there are no calculations, you have a maximum of 10 seconds. Best wishes to all schools. First question, 30 seconds. A photon beam of wavelength 550 nanometers illuminates a black surface at normal incidence. If the photons strike the surface at a rate of 2.0 times 10 to the power 14 per second, and each photon is absorbed by the surface, find the force the beam exerts on the surface. answer. 2.4 times 10 to the power negative 13 Newton. 30 seconds. The thermal efficiency of a 200 megawatt electric power plant is 30%. How much thermal energy does the plant reject into the atmosphere in a 10-hour period? Yes, which of you, please? Yes, Ansabel.
140 megawatts.
That's incorrect. Yes, please raise your hand, Sasu.
5.04 times 10 exponent 12 joules.
You are right. Next one, 10 seconds. Why does it hurt less to break a fall slowly than to break a fall suddenly? Which of you? Yes, Ansabel.
Okay, in breaking the force slowly, there would be a lesser impulse that would be exerted on the body in motion. And also the duration of the time is longer, that is higher. And since force is inversely proportional to the time taken, it means that the force would be lower on the body as due to Newton's second law of motion.
Yes, it's a force. Next set, 10 seconds each. Give a suitable reason why reptiles and birds lay shelled eggs while mammals produce eggs without shells. Sasu.
Madam, this is because in mammals, the embryo is harnessed within the organism. That is, mammals are viviparous. Hence, the embryo is not, or the fetus is not exposed to harsh environmental conditions. But in amphibians and in reptiles, they are oviparous. That is, they lay eggs, and the zygote is exposed to the environmental conditions, exposed to harsh.
Yes. Next one. Some plants reproduce by releasing pollen into the air, which reaches the female plant and fertilizes the egg. The zygote formed as a result of fertilization grows and eventually becomes another plant. Explain whether plants fit into cell theory or not. Yes, also appear.
Madam, they fit into the cell theory. This is due to the fact that a postulate of the cell theory states that cells develop from pre-existing cells, and the pollen grain is the main sex cell, male sex cell, and after fertilization, it produces the zygote, which is a diploid cell. Hence, this explains why plants are part of the cell theory, because they are able to produce their young ones from other cells that are from the parent.
Next one. Why are haploid plants preferred over diploids for mutation studies? Which of you? Yes, Elizabeth Linda.
For the haploid plants, it's easier to study them using for mutation studies because there is no new characteristic that is going to be exhibited. And they exhibit the characteristics of only one parent. So only the same characteristics are transferred from one generation to another. But for the diploid plants, crossing over occurs, which produces new forms of characters, which makes it difficult to study the particular.
No. Yes, Sasu.
Madam, haploid cells are more easier to study mutation, and this is because in these haploid cells, when the cells are mutated, these haploid cells combine to form the diploid zygote. Hence, if these cells are mutated, the effect of the mutation can be studied in the zygote.
Not enough. Okay. So the haploids are preferred over the diploids for mutation studies because mutation is easier to observe in a haploid recessive. The recessive. Most of the induced mutations are recessive, and these have to be in pairs, double, in order to be expressed phenotypically. So the mutations are not seen when you have heterozygous conditions, right? So when you have a haploid plant, the recessive mutation can easily be expressed and easily seen. That's the reason. Next set, first question. Actually, I have a preamble for the first and second questions. Listen to the preamble first. An iron ore, which is supposed to contain Fe2O3, is only 1.2% rich in the oxide. That's the preamble. So now, two questions with this preamble. The first one, 30 seconds. Calculate the mass of the oxide in kilograms that can be obtained from 90.0 tons of the ore. Please note. Okay, go ahead. Which of you? Ansabel. Oswapia.
Madam, the mass is 108.0 kilograms.
That's incorrect. Let me continue. Please note that 1 ton is equivalent to 1,000 kilograms. Which of you, please? Sasu.
Madam, you can extract 108.0 kilograms of the oxide.
No. The right answer is 10.8 kilograms. Next one, 30 seconds, with the same preamble. Calculate the mass in tons of the ore that must be processed to yield 60 kilograms of pure Fe2O3. Yes, Elizabeth Linda.
5 tons.
That's incorrect. Which? Yes, go ahead. Also up here.
Madam, 500.0 kilograms.
Oh, no. The right answer is 500 tons. Next one, 10 seconds, and we are done with the preamble. Name any 3 elements in asbestos. So any three of calcium, magnesium, silicon, oxygen, or hydrogen. Actually, the formula for asbestos is Ca2Mg5 open bracket OH close bracket 4 Si open bracket Si4 O11 close bracket 2. That is asbestos. Isn't that interesting? Last set of questions. 30 seconds each. First one. Evaluate tangent of twice the inverse sine of half. Yes.
√3.
Yes. Next one. Solve for x from the equation log of x plus log of the expression x plus 4 is equal to log of 12. Yes, which of you? Oswapia.
Madam,
Quick.
the value of x is 2.
Yes. Last one, last question. The surface area of a sphere is numerically half of its volume. Find the radius, assume in centimeters. Yes, also appear.
Madam, the radius is 6 centimeters.
Yes. That's the end of the second round.